change of pace.
Welcome to the Change of Pace podcast. This is Rohan, and today I'm joined by Sai and Sahil. In today's episode, we have a very fun edition of the Change of Pace podcast. We'll start off with a regular, NBA news and updates. I think most teams have played somewhere between like 15 and 17, 18 games. For the Warriors, for some reason, you've played like 18 games. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about some interesting news and standings updates. But then the floor will be Sahil's because he's going to give us his biggest pet peeves of the NBA season so far. So stick around for that. Let's start off with the latest news. Out of New Orleans, we saw that Willie Green was fired. It just seemed like there's a big disconnect between players and him. And then I think now they have James Borrego, former Hornets coach. I think former Cavs assistant too. Taking over. And I think they've lost the last two games they've played. Or did they win one? They lost today. I feel like they've lost both games since he took over. Whatever.
Yeah, they lost to the Thunder last game.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there you go. The Willie Green, I think a big complaint was that he wasn't playing. I saw people saying that why like Derek Queen wasn't starting. I think he started Kevon Looney a lot of games. People didn't like that. And also it just seemed like he was brought over I think like before Joe Dumars came over, he was already the coach. And it seemed like there might have been like some connection between him and the owner. But since then, I listened to Nate Duncan's podcast. It seems like the owner this past offseason told Joe Dumars, like, we no longer like need him to stay as our coach. And Joe Dumars immediately, the first chance he got rid of him. So we'll see what happens to the Pelicans. Not much you could really do. That Pelicans team even with a good coach, isn't going to win much. Thoughts?
Yeah, their writing was on the wall. I mean, they're 2-13, 15th in the West. Obviously, very disappointing. It sucks, but they weren't good. They didn't seem like they had the energy. Like this is a younger team that you would think would try to be competitive and like try to win games. I didn't really see the effort. They're a horrible rebounding team, which is probably why they started Looney, but that didn't help. Like they just didn't show a lot of effort or force, and basically everyone was struggling to start off the season. So a change in face, maybe a new guy to step in. There's always a bit of a new coach bump when you get a guy in the NBA. I remember last year with Doug Christie, like the Kings rattled off a couple wins. Hopefully they can get a little, win underneath their wings or whatever, and maybe get a couple wins, get out of that 15, maybe go to like the 13th seed or something. But it doesn't look. I mean, I think that Hawks pick or that Pelicans pick going to the Hawks is gonna be so big.
Yeah.
It just feels like they don't really have an identity. Like I don't know what style of basketball they want to play, and it kind of feels like Trey Murphy's kind of hit his ceiling. Like I kind of felt like he was going to be a lot better than he was like even 2 years ago, but it feels like these past 2 years he's just kind of been like good, but not like he doesn't feel like he's ascending anymore. And Zion is also like I just can't get a grip on how I feel about Zion.
I mean, he's had a disappointing season when he has played, and then on top of that, he's missed like his last 8 games. Pelicans fans are out on Zion, by the way. They're done. Like I've seen so many people complaining about him. I mean, he's shooting 48% from the field. It's also very low given his like career averages. I mean, it's the lowest he's ever shot from the field by 10% too, which is crazy. Or like 9%. Yeah. He's taking the lowest shot since his rookie year. Or tied with, I guess, 2023, 24. He's getting to the line a lot, actually. But it just feels like he's averaging 23 a game. It just feels like a low scoring, like very like not memorable Zion year. Obviously, like Jordan Poole's been in and out of the lineup. Derek Queen has showed a lot of flashes. Jeremiah Fears, those two seem like the clear like two pieces of the future. Not sure if they're worth next year's number 1 pick. But yeah, definitely a bright spot in the NBA for the Pelicans.
I just don't know, like, what is Zion Williamson's ideal situation? Like, if you guys could put him on a team that you feel like he fits really well, like, does he have to be next to a floor spacing 5? Like, I mean,
I think he has.
Yeah.
Him on the Thunder, bro. How would that look? I feel like that would look beautiful next to Chet. Could you imagine a better fit?
I mean, I was gonna say the Nuggets, but
I was thinking the Nuggets too. Yeah.
I mean, I think honestly,
he's like a better.
Gordon might fit.
Is he better than Aaron Gordon? Aaron Gordon's giving you better defense and 3-point shooting.
Not right now.
No, I would rather have Aaron Gordon. I think
That's
Aaron
what I'm
Gordon.
saying. Yeah. So like they,
And Aaron Gordon has gotten better year after year.
Yeah.
Zion arguably has gotten worse.
crazy, bro. Yeah. Yeah, and Aaron Gordon can handle the ball too. He can push the pace. Like, what does Zion really bring you that's different or better than Aaron Gordon at this point, other than the name?
That
Um,
was self-creation for sure. But even then, like,
Aaron Gordon's self creation is good now, though. He's able
it's
to
crazy. Yeah.
range the 3 point. He can like he can play make too. He's not a bad playmaker. He brings the ball up with the like. I don't know. This guy is like, yeah, is what they
Yeah,
expect Zion to do.
yeah. The
Uh,
game he dropped 50 on the Warriors, I had never seen anything like it.
okay, yeah, that was an anomaly, but
Yeah. 10-3 is
he could
insane.
still like, go to his spots surprisingly. It helps playing next to Jokic and Murray,
Yeah.
and like S Cam Johnson too. But yeah, like Zion with that type of spacing and like other like shot creation might be different. But
He's
yeah,
shooting 55% at the rim. That's like just not Zion Williamson.
for him, no, yeah. I mean, he
The
was
lowest
shooting 70% from the like. I think he was shooting 70% at the rim one year.
he in his third year, he was
Yeah,
shooting 69, but the lowest he shot before this was 62 in his rookie year. So it's like I just can't grasp why he's getting
Yeah,
on.
his touch isn't there. I feel like his average shot is a little farther out too. Like he's not getting to the rim as much. And I'm just not seeing as much of like the Zion putback. And that was a big part of his game where he would just get that second jump over guys, get the
Mhm.
offensive rebounds. I just don't see that part of his game anymore. Maybe it's the force because he lost some of his weight. Maybe it's he just doesn't have the same bounce, which I think is a big part of it.
that's good. Yeah, I
Um,
think that is
he's
true.
just not getting to that. Like even if he puts it up that first time, right, he'd always get it the second time. That would boost his stats at least a little bit. But like now, it feels like it's kind of one and done, driving down the lane and settling for a floater more often than not.
I feel like people used to say he could be like Julius Randle with bounce, and now I would just rather have Julius Randle every day of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's enough Pelicans talk. Yeah. Okay. Other news: LeBron came back. He had like 11 points and 13 assists in his return. Seemed to fit pretty well in the Lakers' offense. He didn't really take many shots. For some reason, still had like the lowest plus minus on the team, which I was laughing at. But yeah, the Lakers cruised to victory against the Jazz yesterday, like 140 to 125. Luka made 9 shots yesterday. Did you know that? 37 points on 9 made field goals. How does that? He's
He had
officially.
40 on 9 made field goals against the Bucks the game before, or a couple games before.
Oh, maybe
No, it
that was
literally was the game before.
okay. Yeah. Oh, maybe that was the game I'm referring to then. Maybe not the Jazz game. But either way, he's now. I saw a stat. He's now attempting the most free throws per game by a guard,
Mhm.
more than Jerry West ever. 12.5
Yeah.
free throws a game. Crazy shit. It's the Lakers. It's the Lakers bump. Plus, Luka already plays that way. So yeah. But Braun look. How do you guys think like Braun looked yesterday?
I thought he came out kind of slow. The first quarter was kind of gross. It kind of felt like they didn't really know the sets they were running felt like everybody's kind of overthinking it. Like, oh wait, LeBron's over there. Should we not like get him the ball? And he was kind of like didn't really want the ball in the beginning. And I think by the third and fourth, he kind of settled in a little bit. He talked like his lungs and how like he's still adjusting to the game and everything. But I don't know why like some people thought that the Lakers would be worse off when
That's
LeBron's back. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
well,
This
like
is
the bench thing. Also, I think people are overthinking a little bit about this too.
Yeah, I mean, like he adds another ball handler, another guy that can run with Aiden, and like the fact that Luca can come off the floor because Luca always gives you hell in the first quarter.
Yeah.
That's like his thing, right? Because his stamina's questionable and stuff. Like in the first quarter he's gonna come out crazy, and then the fact that they can just then LeBron and Austin Reeves have their like unit together, and now they come in after that. Like, how is anybody's second unit supposed to battle LeBron and Austin Reeves? Like
Yeah.
the Lakers. I don't think they're legitimate championship contenders, but even in the playoffs, like you're not going to beat them in like 5 games if healthy.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, Pelicans. I mean, not Pelicans. Fuck, Timberwolves.
Pelicans.
Pelicans is crazy. Sorry, Timberwolves. I don't know, man. But yeah, they like LeBron. Like, I mean, he's gonna drop 20 plus next game. I can guarantee you. Like, it's
Yeah.
not gonna take much.
Yeah, this is a scary offense. That's for sure. I think LeBron's embracing more of a pass first role. Definitely, I saw him take a lot more like short role plays and not directing directing pick and roll as much. I felt like more Luka and Austin Reeves' responsibility that game.
Yeah,
And I think with that connectivity that he offers, especially, and I think he's still a good 3-point shooter. Like now with Aiton, like that starting lineup's terrifying. But at the same time, they gave up 126 points to the Jazz, and the Jazz are good. They have a lot of like moving parts, a lot of interesting pieces. Obviously, Lauri Markkanen's back to his like all-star, all NBA self. But now this defense seems even worse. They're really starting no super positive defenders at all. Marcus Smart maybe is
I
kind of like
would
the only
start.
guy who has any versatility on that end.
I would start Smart over Rui.
Yeah, but like potentially you might have to at this point
I
because it's
agree.
him and Laravia really like the only guys who offer any defense, and they're not really that deep. I think they played like seven guys most of that game.
I like how we're not even talking about Jared Vanderbilt because he shouldn't even doesn't even deserve to be in this discussion because
No,
he's
no,
so
what's
terrible offensively.
Yeah.
even worth mentioning? No, I
I
don't
think
even
their defense will be better
with LeBron.
with LeBron back though. I
Yeah.
think he's a better backline communicator. I think that helps Aiden because Aiden's like is a little bit low IQ defender, and I feel like he can kind of get lost sometimes. And LeBron's also a
Mhm.
good defensive rebounder at least, so I think that'll help them, and that's another way that he helps them as well.
It's just the perimeter defense is always going to be like they let Keontae George get loose. And Keontae George having a great season, but
Yeah.
they did it even with like Steph and like Jimmy in the first game. It just felt like they were getting whatever they really
Yeah.
wanted. I think guards will continue torching them, but yeah, if they could outscore their opponent, it shouldn't matter.
I also think they have so much like dead money in Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber, Jared Vanderbilt. That's like 30 mil. Like and
Yeah.
they have I think two first round picks in 2029 or
Good flip
2030. Something like that. They absolutely have to flip some of those contracts for somebody viable. Like Herb Jones is an interesting name if the Pelicans
Mhm.
are really going full tank, where that you need they need point of attack defenders no matter what.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Lakers definitely a team to feisty second round team, perhaps maybe
Mhm.
conference final team as of now. Okay, let's move to some injury news really quickly. Giannis is going to miss 1 to 2 weeks with a groin injury. He suffered against the Cavs, I think, like second quarter. Bad news for the Spurs. Both Stephon Castle and Wemby are going to miss some time. Castle with, I think, his left hip flexor, 1 to 2 weeks. And then Wemby had a calf strain, 2 to 3 weeks. I guess we can, I feel like, Sahil, you're going to bring this up in your little rant, or your big rant. But like Wemby, DPOY eligibility, big question mark now, or for all the award races now, 65 game minimum. But I did see slightly off topic, but I did see the Spurs only have like 11 games in the next month or something. I saw someone post about it. So like maybe he'll come back with time, but he won't have much like leeway after missing that much time. Yeah, and Spurs already kind of falling. I think they had an impressive win yesterday,
Mhm.
but they are now like the fifth. Yeah, those 15, 10-4, still decent. But without Wemby and Castle, it's kind of looks scary for them. And then speaking of scary, Giannis, the Bucks are now 8-7, the 11 seed. So you guys can start talking about either of those. I don't really know which direction you want to go in.
Yeah,
Slightly.
just unfortunate for the Spurs, really. They lost Harper, now Castle, now Wemby are gonna miss some time. But they've been showing this year they're a pretty resilient, deeper team than I expected.
Yeah.
Guys like Champagny, Keldon Johnson's had a good year. Harrison Barnes has had a good couple of games, especially with Wemby and Castle out. So I expect them to make things interesting, like they did. Again, Grizzlies not really much of a threat this year. So I'm not like I think they're still better than some of those teams that have playoff intentions, and especially since Fox is back, at least they have a guy who can kind of stir the offense, make sure it's moving, the ball's moving, they can create penetration,
Yeah.
and then they again deep enough team. The Bucks I am worried about. Their schedule isn't terribly hard, but they play the Pistons a couple times, best team in the East. So like if we're looking at what we're seeing with Ryan Rollins, like 17 on like 50, 40, 70 shooting, like that's pretty insane. If he can keep that up, but they really need more production for like a guy like Miles Turner, Bobby Portis, like that front line without Giannis really needs to be more sturdy. And their defense this year has been not great. So if they can figure that out while Giannis is out, like maybe get some leeway, and maybe some other guys offensively can step it up. Like Gary Trent could come back a little bit to how he was last year.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Maybe it would give the offense a little bit more time to be kind of egalitarian, pass the ball around more.
Yeah.
That would maybe when Giannis comes back, they can figure out their non-Giannis minutes better as well.
Yeah. Only Ron Rollins team now. Yeah, go ahead. So
No, I was gonna say this. The problem with the West is that like you have a bad 3 week stretch, and you're gonna be in the play-in, and this kind
Yeah.
of feels like one of the stretches where like the Spurs, while the Spurs will find themselves in the play-in in the end. I don't want to speak too soon, but their schedule is pretty difficult coming up. They play the Nuggets and the Wolves, Blazers, Suns, Hawks. Like that's a for the next 5 games, that's a pretty tough schedule.
Mhm.
I would guess they go 1-4 or 2-3 in those. And I think the Warriors are in the plane right now. They'll probably sneak their way out of it, I think. The Suns look randomly really good. Um, the Wolves are always good as well. I don't know. I just like the Spurs without Wemby is just not does not impress anybody. Giannis, on the other hand, the Bucks might be screwed if this is
Yeah.
a serious injury, and we've seen groin injuries be major problems for some players, and like he plays so physical that I can't imagine that it's not gonna come back. Um, and they're 8-7 right now in the 11th spot. Thankfully for them, the 12 to 15 in the East is like so far
Yeah.
gone. The Hornets, Nets, Pacers, Wizards that they won't fall lower than that. So they're just gonna have
There's
to
a
make.
2 game gap between 2 and 11 in the East. That's crazy.
It's just in this list, the only two teams I can comfortably say or confidently say I will end up under the Bucks are the Bulls and the Celtics. Other than that, I feel like all these teams are pretty much on Bucks level.
I can see the Celtics also not being there.
Yeah, I
Same.
say yeah, Bulls and Celtics.
Yeah. Now you're saying they'll be below the Bucks.
Oh, you think the Celtics can have a
I
chance to
think they
be
could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a top 10 defense and offense right now, somehow.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean,
Shit, man. Yeah, that's tough for the Bucks then.
yeah.
Because yeah, they started off strong, but like even with Giannis, they've lost some bad games. They've had some bad loss against the Kings. They lost with Giannis, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got, and I don't think they've had like a difficult. I don't know how difficult the schedule is actually, but I don't recall them playing a bunch of like elite teams. So, and you said they're playing the Pistons soon, a couple of
The
times.
thing about the East though is that like if you're Milwaukee, like you don't care what seed you are. Like you just need to get in and you'll be okay. Because like if I'm a Giannis and I'm looking at all these teams, I'm like none of these guys can guard me. So
Yeah.
I don't really care who we play. Just get into the top eight. Honestly, you'll win one of the playing games, and because like with the Pistons and the Raptors, you play one of them in the first round. I feel like you're happy with that.
I guess, yeah, I don't know, man. The Pistons like look a little. The Raptors, sure, maybe you can. Even them, I think haven't they beaten the? Did the Bucks beat them this
They
year?
did.
They beat the Bucks, right? Um,
Yep.
I feel like I guess we're getting too deep into the weeds with this one, but like I feel like the Raptors match up quite well against Giannis, and then Pistons obviously like they have Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duren as their back line,
Yeah.
so that's pretty great. Um,
Are the
but yeah,
Pistons about to run away with the East? Is that what's happening? That's crazy.
crazy. They deserve it. I've seen another.
Yeah.
The 11 game win streak is nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy for him, man. Okay. Quickly, let's just go over a couple more things. AD, very minor news, but apparently he's like the Mavs are going to trade him because they want to focus on Cooper Flag. So there's a
Shocker.
few reports, yeah, right. There's a few reports actually coming out of the Mavs thing, right? So Klay Thompson knows is okay with being traded. He kind of has acknowledged that. And then Kyrie Irving apparently is making fast progress on his ACL recovery, but at the same time, they're not trying to rush him back. And then AD, they're saying they'll probably trade him. Not really sure what the hell to think of all this because on one hand, you're saying they want to trade AD and Clay. You should be trying to trade Kyrie too. Then at that point, like I'm assuming they will. Um, but yeah, this Mavs team is like confusing and ass for some reason.
All right, let me
So
throw you
Yeah.
guys some. Let me throw you guys some AD trade ideas.
okay,
And this is from the Ringer, by the way.
okay.
The Kings receive Anthony Davis. The Mavs receive Zach LaVine, Keon Ellis, and a 2027 first.
Why do either of these two teams want to do this?
It's such a lateral move.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm the Kings, at least, you get something. There's a potential for a good. I no, actually, yeah. I don't think either team would want to do
I'm the
this.
Kings. I'm trying to trade everyone in this tank.
Yeah. Why would you? Yeah. Why would you lose assets at that
Yeah.
point?
Okay. Bulls receive AD and D'Lo, and the Mavs receive Vucevic, Herter, Kobe White, and Chicago's unprotected first round pick in 2029.
Bro, if you're the Mavs, how the fuck do you not get Buzelis in that trade? Like, fuck everyone else. And what's the
But is
point of having
AD's
Kobe
is
White,
A
bro?
is AD's trade value even that
I
high that you
No,
know.
it's not.
So,
Yeah, so it's like at this point you're trading him for Chicago's 2029 unprotected first, which
what's
could be
left
which
of the
could be
Bulls?
ass.
What is left of the Bulls team if you even do that?
They got a
Like,
lot. They got Giddy. They got Buzelis. They got Trey
80.
Jones. They
Oh,
got.
wow.
I mean, they got their guy. They got their main
They
two
got
guys at
one
least.
guy, bro. They got Gideon Buzelis.
Oh, this is actually an interesting one because the Raptors kind of need another big. AD
Okay.
for Barrett, Pirtle and two picks, two
That's
firsts.
just super realistic.
Yeah, I can see that.
I would totally do that if
I
I
could see
was.
Masai looking at that and like he loves
Well,
picking up old
he's not there
stars.
anymore.
Besides gone.
Oh yeah, oh, yeah, you're right. Wow, but he was low-key cooking the whole time when he was making these trades.
Yeah.
That is actually a very interesting and realistic trade possibility.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Wow. That's so but the thing is AD needs a playmaker next to him, bro. I feel like that really like brings his game to a new level. And like that's a whole I guess everyone on the Raptors is a play like their offense actually looks quite good, surprisingly.
Yeah, they're great offense this year. I think number top 6.
I one more because I'm actually pretty interested in this one. Pistons get AD and Clay. The Mavs get Jaden Ivey, Tobias Harris, Ron Holland, and Isaiah Stewart.
I feel
Yeah,
like
that's too much.
yeah.
I just
Too
think
much?
Really too much. I
Really?
want more if I'm
I
the
mean, you
Mavs.
got your young guy in Ivy. I
Do
think
we
Beef
know what
Stew.
Ivy's do we know what Ivy's gonna look like after this though?
Yeah, that's true. You also got to pay him, but I just think you have Duran. Why would you want to, especially with how he's been playing? Why would you want to kind of mess up his development, go double big? I think like Markkanen's the guy that the
I agree.
Pistons should try to chase. Like there's
That would be
they need it.
crazy.
They need shooting. Like KD would have been a perfect move in the offseason if they went for him, but I think Markkanen's the guy right after him for that. That would fit that roster perfectly.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, getting rid of Tobias Harris is a positive move. So.
Yeah. I mean, shit. I guess they like him up there.
No,
I mean,
he's actually been good.
winning too. I don't even know what his stats look like this year. He's so forgettable. Like I'm only looking at Cade, Duran, and Nassar having a decent season. Outside of that,
They just can't rely on Tobias in the playoffs.
He's been hurt the last couple games.
hey, shout out to what's his name? Devin Jenkins. I forget his first name.
Dennis Jenkins.
Dennis Jenkins, bro.
He's
He's
insane.
been yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I don't know. That Laurie is such an amazing Pistons fit. Fuck, man. He can play defense. He can shoot lights out. He can dunk the basketball. And he's 7 feet tall. That's crazy.
He's a 7 foot Beasley from last year. Like that's crazy.
7 foot Beasley, yeah, facts. Wow, yeah, that would be. Malik Beasley said if he's actually allowed to come back to the NBA, he would join the Pistons.
Right.
So, yeah, that's cool. I like those. I like the third AD trade. I like the Raptors one a lot.
Yeah.
I would totally do that on both sides of the thing. Honestly, like Pearl and Barrett to me is like the perfect for AD. Like that, I think that makes
seems
totally
yeah.
fair. Plus 2 picks. Yeah, like I would do that. If I'm both teams, I would do that. Yeah. Cool. Nice trade. And then I kind of threw this last one up there, but the Clippers are in a terrible situation. Harden, shout out to him. Like he's trying. But yeah,
he's balling out.
Old and slow, and Kawhi has missed the last 9 games, or he's ruled out for tomorrow, which will make it 9 straight games. So I don't know the Clippers. I don't know what they don't have their pick either, right?
No, OKC had it. Swap rights.
Yes.
I wonder if the Clippers fire Ty Lue. Is that even like a possibility? I mean, he's like
good point.
I feel like he's a good coach in a bad situation, but I mean, I've seen so many Clippers fans just like shitting on Ty. But is it one of those things where every fan hates their coach? Maybe not Cy and Mark because Mark's the GOAT, but other than that, like does every fan just like dislike their coach? I don't know.
Would you expect them to have won more games though, even without Kawhi? Like that team should be like last year without Kawhi, they were amazing. But I guess they're missing Beal too. But
yeah, and like Beal, if like you think of Beal, but then it's like really it's Norman Powell. You know,
yeah.
It's like that.
I want to pull up their losses and let me see. They've
had some bad ones, man.
Yeah, they've lost to some shitty teams. That's the thing. The Sixers, they choked down the stretch. They shouldn't have lost to the Celtics either. They started that game off really.
They choked a lot of games, especially like the Blazers won. Did they lose to the Mavs or did they beat them barely?
The Mavs in the clutch. It was close.
Yeah, they choked that one too.
They lost the Heat. That's fine. Pelicans they beat. Clippers that was back to the Warriors. They got killed.
Kawhi's still getting those aspiration checks, so I think he's all right.
Bro, yeah, this is crazy. Why isn't he playing? It's just odd. Like I think I said this. I literally said, bro, like it's just you can't book him for like
22nd ranked offense, 26th ranked defense.
Jesus,
that's crazy.
Or Brook. Imagine Brook Lopez right now. What a waste of a year for him. It was like one of his last years in the NBA.
Chris Paul, this is his last year in the NBA.
He's getting
like this.
So tough.
I think Chris Paul scored like last game for like the first time in a while, which is cool.
You know who else scored last game for the first time in a while? Tyus Jones, bro.
Oh yes.
Oh, for real?
Slump.
Let's go.
Warriors on your schedule. You'll be fine. I see that. I see on real like Magic fans like shitting on him. Okay, for the last 4 games, had
Yeah.
0 points. Hits his first three against us.
I
It was
mean,
Immediately.
actually, I think it
less
was
than two
five.
points this year.
It was 5 games, which is crazy because like I cannot imagine being an NBA player, not only especially Tyus who like has to like dominate the ball a little bit, and like after 3 games of not scoring, like I've lost all my confidence.
Done. I'm so done, bro. Yeah,
I know.
like he hit 2 threes against us. Good for him, bro. So happy, happy for you, bro.
Yeah, if he didn't score, it would have been a tie game.
Yeah, if you're like a role player trying to prove yourself, bro, just look for the blue and gold on your schedule. Yeah. All right. Okay. Do you guys want to move on to our long-awaited segment?
Oh
I'm
yes,
very
Let's
excited. I
do
want
it.
to give
yeah.
my thoughts.
Give us a chance
Yeah.
to react after each
Wait,
one. Let's
Sal,
hear it.
you have
Wait, no,
time?
okay, this is collaborative. Like I'm sure you
Okay,
guys also have these issues as well.
sure.
Like, right, like
You have time, Sal?
yeah, yeah, I'm good.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay, the first one is like the most. What do you guys assume the first one is?
You mentioned about the schedules, right? I'm assuming
Okay,
that's
well,
the
that's
biggest.
one of them, but I was gonna say the
I was gonna
replay.
say, yeah, replay.
Yeah, the replay system is ridiculous. Okay, the fact that instant replay has been around since 2002. Okay, challenges were instated in 2019. Okay,
Mm,
the NFL this year has now decided that like they can quickly just check the play. Okay, like this is the first down marker, blah blah blah, whatever. Like why can't the NBA, like why do the exact referees who are reffing the game have to go over to the monitor and then make a decision? Why can't they just be told in their ear from Secaucus? Which like why do we even know what Secaucus is? The thing we know about Secaucus is that the fucking NBA there might be a lot of too many swear words in this, but
well,
that the replay center is in Secaucus. But
got
if,
it.
Yeah.
if they're taking 10 minutes, which is slowing down the pace of play, which is another huge problem, why can't we just like somebody just go check it? The moment something happens, we see it on our couch. And so we know that what the correct
Yeah,
call is. That's like our cue to like go up and get some food because we know it's about to take 10 minutes. Like, why does that make any sense?
I agree. I see. I think they should just have one. Like, I don't know why they need 3 refs. I feel like one of those refs can just sit their ass in front of the monitor with this same like headset, like you say. If you're watching the game like the rest of us, or you have the replay thing right on this big ass screen in front of you, just tell the other refs it's out. It's off the Cavs like
Yeah.
next ball, whatever the fuck. Like immediately. That feels like an obvious fix, and I'm surprised they don't have the thing to do it. So I agree.
And I understand why, like, there's some plays which is like, okay, we need to take a second here and like really decide because they're really close. But other than that, like, there's no way that we need to be sitting here for 10 minutes while they discuss something. It makes no sense.
Here's what I'll say to kind of counterpoint this. In the NFL, right, like you're saying, you can't challenge everything. You can only challenge uh like where you land, like possession, things like that, like things that are directly reviewable by like an outside source, like opinion stuff, like holding, right? Like there's obviously a ton of holding calls in the NFL that you can't get. And I feel like with the NBA, like block charge, that's a one that always takes forever because you have to see a million angles. Did that toe move? Are you touching the line of the restricted area? There's like those ones that are harder to decide and can be more subjective. I feel like if you just get rid of it and be like, hey, you can't challenge a block charge, or like you can't challenge like ones that are easy, like out of bounds. That one's, I mean, sometimes can be hard too, but like that one, it feels like if an outside source is looking at it, they could just see like, did this guy touch it last?
Yeah.
There you go. Like I feel like maybe if they had stricter rules about what you could challenge, it would be a lot easier and save us a lot of time.
I
He
like
also
that
did.
idea about block charges because it's literally a 50-50 call. Like
Yeah.
50% of blocks are called charges and the opposite. Like they always make that mistake. So like I totally sorry, Sal, go ahead.
No, I agree. I agree. I think also the NFL is different because like really there's maybe like 1 or 2 plays per game that are like worth being challenged versus the NBA like I like the fact that you don't lose your challenge after you get it right, at least for the first
Yeah.
time. But it's like I
Yeah.
don't really know what the solution is there because like I also don't want my coach challenging every other play and okay, great, they got it right. Kenny Atkinson's been like 12 for 13 on challenges or something. And
Right.
that's it's great, but I'm just like why in like the Ime Udoka challenges something in the third minute of the game. It's like, dude, like
Yeah.
what are we doing here?
Yeah. I agree. Nice. That's a great start, Sal. I agree with
Um,
that.
the
Yeah.
second one I
Agree.
have was flagrant fouls on jump shooters, and somewhat today because of DeAndre Hunter like fouled KD, and then they gave it a flagrant. I just feel like I'm okay with the fact like I understand undercutting someone is dangerous, right? Like that can seriously injure someone, and that's a problem. Kawhi, Zaza, and Kawhi, of course. But I feel like there's no consistency with when it's a flagrant and when it's not. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I watch
Agree.
enough NBA and I should know, but I have no idea when suddenly they're like, okay, we're reviewing it for flagrant. Other times they just the guy just goes up and shoots free throws. It makes I don't know what the rule is.
I hear it's like reckless closeout versus landing space.
It
And
doesn't
it's
really
like,
know. How
what
could you?
is reckless closeout specifically?
Yeah,
It's like when they say marginal contact. What
Right.
do you mean by that?
yeah. I about the Zaza thing, like I don't. I'll like. I guess everyone kind of agrees Zaza did it on purpose. I'm not sure. Like we were down 20 when he did it. I don't know. I don't care because I think like 95%. I know I'm just throwing numbers out there, but I feel like 95% of those calls are on like those flagrants. Those guys do it on accident. They're not trying to trip you up and hurt your
Right.
ankle. So
Yeah.
why the fuck would you call a
But
flagrant
I
on?
mean, to be fair, flagrant ones are not always intentional, right? It's
But
just
it still
like,
takes a ton. They're gonna review it for like the whole
yeah,
point is that they're reviewing it every single time. They'll review it for a flagrant.
right. Yeah,
Because other
that's
people take
facts.
advantage.
Yeah.
Every time there's something even close, the other coach will be like, "Look, check for a flagrant." They're like, "Okay, we'll check for a flagrant foul." Every single time they do it
Yeah.
without fail. Okay, and they usually actually do call it a flagrant. Most of the time. So I just think, and also shooters like jump forward when they shoot, and it's like you can't. You're always going to be somewhat near their landing, so it's like it's hard to jump laterally.
That's what I think. I feel like it's a flagrant when you're in their like shooting area, but it's
But
a
they expand their shooting area. That's a
yeah,
problem. Like,
no, but I mean, I'm saying like where they started from. Like if you're recklessly closing out, that's like to the point where they have no space to land at all. But landing space is like you're in where they would have landed.
Mhm.
I think that's the difference. But even then, it's like why I agree. I completely agree with your point. Is like they review every single one,
yeah.
and then most of the time, I feel like they don't call a flagrant most of the time, or at least the times I see it.
Bro, every time I see a fucking Warriors game, we get called for multiple. I
I
don't
feel
know.
like it's 50-50. It
Okay,
can literally
yeah,
go.
maybe that feels
But
more
it's not
real.
even the problem. It's just the fact that they review it for so long in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
like the whole reason they instituted this as a flagrant after the Zaza thing is to just show how dangerous it is. Like people fucking know how dangerous it is. They're still doing it. They're not trying to hurt people, right? Like
Yeah,
they're trying to contest the shot.
It's also Zaza had like the double closeout where he like stepped to him, then he stepped
yeah.
under him,
It's
which
almost
I
like you
still don't think
saw if you looked like how close might
I
have.
still don't think that was it was super intentional. Like that's just a fucked up thing to do. Like I don't think I just like it's a frustrating call. It's a very frustrating call. I
Yeah.
kind of have a similar issue with like bump fouls. Luca gets a ton of them. Shea gets a ton of them. Like this whole like they get a small bump and they chuck it up. It's just like that just makes the league soft. And the problem is that you don't call in the playoffs, right? And so then everybody's like looking around like, oh, how's that not a foul? How's that not a foul? The rule book, the fact that the rule book is different for the regular season and the playoffs
Not true.
is good in some ways and also bad. But the bump fouls are just the worst part. It's just the league has gotten softer. That's a fact.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I also like on that note, like yeah, I think like Shea obviously like has this whole chicken wing thing. I think that's like very I don't think that's really a debatable thing. Like he obviously it's like he's not like he's gonna not make those shots without the chicken wing. But like he definitely does that. And there's
Yeah.
certain guys that just for some reason get away with like Luca, I don't know how he gets half these fucking calls. There's one against the Jazz yesterday I kept seeing a replay of on Twitter that was insane. Like Steph would never get that call. Okay. But yeah, related to that, I also want to. I feel like on the gather, like when they call it on the shot or on the ground, is always very inconsistent for me as well. Like I half the time I see the guy gather it, and when it's if you don't have to attempt the shot, as soon as you gather it, if they foul you, they call it's on the shot. You get 2 free throws. Okay, but I feel like refs are super inconsistent with that too.
Well, that's not true. I mean, if you gather, you can gather for a pass. That's not gonna be on the shot.
Like when you, but it's so obvious that you, or even like
But
before.
that's the thing. You got to make the shot attempt. That's the whole point. Otherwise, like you
They're
don't
just
know that.
throwing it up. You can't even tell if it's a shot or a fucking pass at that point. They're just throwing like it goes nowhere near the hoop.
I don't like
Okay.
how then the continuation thing is really weird too, where
Yeah,
sometimes they'll count the bucket, but then Giannis had against the Cavs the one time they gave him continuation, the next time they didn't. And there's just no
Yeah.
consistency, and it makes sense because there's different refs from different vantage points. They're all gonna have different views on everything. So then the question is, when do they just go to AI?
Nah, that's the thing. You take the it's reffing, even though it sucks sometimes, it's still an art. It's not a
Mhm.
perfect science. Like if we take that out, that's just like
Did you guys see the Mavs Knicks
taking
call
jobs out of
just
here,
now?
man.
Like that
Hmm?
happened like 30 minutes ago. The
Brandon Williams. No, I saw that. I saw it on Twitter. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Brandon Williams like wraparound thing. What do you guys think about that? Like, was that a foul?
I think I like I think it is an offensive foul, typically. I didn't see the exact play, But I think a wraparound, like when you're restricting the guy's movement,
Mm.
it's just like, what are you supposed to do in that situation? You can, if you do that every time, like especially if you're Giannis, dude, and you just seal him with your arm, dunk every time. Like
I
you
just feel
can't
like
allow that.
But like players like Luca and like Harden, they already do that half time. It never gets called. Like they're calling it.
Right.
I'm also like it's the end of the game. It's like the last
Yeah.
30 seconds. These guys are at home. I'm just like sometimes the ref have to understand the moment. And I'm not saying that they should or shouldn't get the call based on the moment, but it's just like the game's not about you. I feel like sometimes the refs like take the whole refing thing too seriously. Like we still want to watch basketball. We want to watch like a player win the game. Like don't make the game about your call. I don't know. I thought it was a bad call too. I was like really
Especially
like
he's doing
just
that against the fucking Brunson team, bro. Brunson does that exact thing every time he drives.
the
Okay.
For
head
sure.
the head flail too. Brunson's head flail.
That feels ridiculous. It's so funny. You're seeing like third graders now do that in AAU. It's super funny. But yeah, I saw. Yeah, the Brandon Williams thing is dumb. Because I feel like you
Let
could
me see if I
call
can pull up the play.
in any other time of the game. I would have said like, yeah, that's a fine call to have. But at this point, I feel like it's just annoying. Like, let the game. I feel like you benefit more from letting the game go to overtime anyway. So
It's also Shamit is kind of coming into him a little bit, like he's kind of pushing him a little bit too. So he's kind of wrap. It's
yeah.
like
And a
really,
replay, like I feel like when you watch a replay or like in slow motion, it always makes things look worse than they are.
yeah.
Like in real time, I don't think that's having as much of an impact as it looks like, as if he's literally grabbing him.
I
Um,
agree. I
and
agree.
things. So
It's like Jared Allen dunked on Şengün today, and
yeah,
like okay, yeah. First of all, that's another one of these. Up on a poster dunk, you should not be allowed to call an offensive foul.
yeah.
I don't care. I actually don't care if he
I'm
makes that
not
dunk.
saying the guy's like literally like holding you
But
back.
when is anybody ever like dunking with the intent of like pushing
Yeah,
someone? Like they're always just like just trying to
yeah.
dunk it, right? Like there's no way that like that Wiggins on Luka dunk was crazy, and I cannot believe they
And
called
they
it.
ruined the moment. Like imagine you just play through it. It would be so much better than hearing a whistle. Then
Yeah.
Kevin Harlan going, "Oh, offensive foul. Oh, they're gonna do it." And then like, "Oh yeah, the poster counted." You know.
And then Luka sitting there with his like hand in his head, acting like he got hit. Şengün did the
Yeah.
same thing. Come
I
on.
mean, yeah, it's the funniest thing is like you'll never see someone inbound the ball faster than after that. In a
Yeah.
poster.
For
Like
sure.
the Sabari Smith got put in a poster, bro. That was like a record. I've never seen someone inbound it faster. I don't know. I don't remember which game it
No,
was.
he didn't even. I know the clip. He didn't even inbound it properly. His foot was still on the line, and he quickly wrapped it
Yeah.
up. Even the ref was like, "Oh shit, he was so
That
close."
was a goes back in.
Yeah.
Another one with the refs. This is like a lot about the refs, but late foul calls when they watch the ball, like whether it's
Oh,
gonna
that
go in or
one's
not.
so annoying.
I don't
Yeah.
hate that one. That's
It's
funny.
always result based.
I
Like
don't,
it
exactly.
shouldn't be like
I
that.
don't think I hate it. I feel like I'm fine with that one actually.
Well, why are you okay with it? Like I gotta know. Like
Because it's like we're talking about these 50-50 calls. And I think this is like the definition, and this is the best way to handle the fact that like this could be a foul in some situations, but I'm probably gonna miss this exact call the next time it happens. So I'll
Mhm.
give you something. I think that's I actually 100% am fine.
It's not about that for me. It's
So,
sometimes they wait like 3 seconds, dude. And
uh,
the other team's already at the point where they're getting the possession of the ball and they're just reversing the entire like that's just ruining the watching experience for me personally because it's just like you're just changing the entire like what happened in the game. Like that's ref interference to another level in my opinion because you're just inserting yourself. Like what you said earlier, I think it's fine if at the if the end of the game it's a late call, like if it's a wishy-washy call like that was in that case, right? It could have gone either way. I'm okay with the ref being like there should have been a call, we'll go with this side. But I hate it when like the ref like purposely is like, okay, I think there should have been a foul 3 seconds later. It's not reaction time because these guys have pro reaction times. It's just like I'm deciding that that should have been a foul because of the result. That feels like legit ref interference, in my opinion.
it also when it's super late, it does feel like there's a bit of like human nature where like you can feel like the ref was like, oh, that might have been a foul, and then the play started going on, like, oh, actually, let me call back.
That's
And
what
then
I'm
you look at
saying.
them like, what the hell is going
Like, right.
okay, fine, but I guess the like what you guys are saying happens. I feel like usually, like it's off a missed. What am I trying to say here? Like
Like
the
there'll be a foul, someone misses the shot, then the other team gets the rebound. As soon as the other team gets the rebound, they're like, okay, I'm gonna
here's what
whistle. That should have been a foul.
I
That's
feel.
what annoys me.
Yeah, but I feel like generally the ones I'm referring to are the ones where it's like the shot was actually close to going in. See, what you guys are talking about is where like Luca had one against the Jazz where he got I don't know if you guys have seen this play, but this is the one people were really complaining about on Twitter. Okay? Like Luca had a shot fake and got two guys to jump at him that they didn't even touch him, okay? and then he missed. I think it was like Collier and someone else, and he misses the shot, but he airballs the shot. Okay, then he screams, and then they give him the call like super late. But what I'm talking about is when someone is going for a layup and they run at it and they miss it, and it's a layup they would normally make if they like 90% of the time. And then right after it misses, they call the foul. Not after the opponent is already setting up their play. I agree
That's
that like
fine. Yeah, but that's
it's
fine. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying
it's not
after.
supposed to going in. Yeah, but it is
Because
after.
at that point, for me, it's reaction time. It's like, okay, I just got to think about it for a sec. For when it's like the opponent's actually starting to dribble the basketball, I think it's like they're inserting themselves into the game. And like
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's where I think it's a problem.
yeah.
yeah.
But that one, I feel like it doesn't happen that. Like, I feel like it
I've
doesn't.
seen it a couple of times. I feel like for sure, at least per game, it feels like there's at least one super late call.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the one I'm talking about, it doesn't happen like it happens quite. It's faster than the shot. It's usually first of all on like layups.
Right.
It's not on a jump shot. It's definitely
Yeah.
like on a layup, and like you're literally all seeing if it's gonna go in. As soon as it misses, they call the foul.
Yeah.
So like it is fast reaction time. It's not that slow, but they clearly wait for it to miss before they call the foul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I feel like what you're saying only happens for like stars, like Luca or like Ant or
Yeah.
something cool. Hey, after they miss the shot, and then they'll get the foul. Yeah, I agree.
Another big one I had was watchability, especially on League Pass. I have a friend who lives in Illinois, and he's like in the middle of Illinois, and he's about 3 hours away from the nearest team, but he's blocked off of Indy, Grizzlies, and Chicago games. And it's just
That's crazy.
like how does that make any sense?
Yeah, that's so
I
funny.
feel like, yeah, you shouldn't if you're like, okay, so I'm in San Diego. I'm blocked from two LA teams. Like I feel like that makes sense, right? But I feel like you shouldn't be able to get blocked from multiple. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like
Even that, I
multiple.
don't get why it's like why does it need
Dumb as fuck. Yeah,
I
why
know
would
like Brian Windhorst keeps complaining because like he's in Nebraska or Omaha, right? And he can't watch Nuggets games, which is like
even Nuggets
insane.
fans complain about it. This is a big thing for
Yeah,
Nuggets people in the last couple of years because like altitude, like their network also stopped. In addition to League Pass not
right.
letting them watch, altitude also did some bullshit. So like, why can't I guess it's about the local TV networks like
Yeah,
they have a deal that you can't like fuck with us here.
yeah.
Like
right.
only people that don't subscribe to us can use. But it's just so annoying that like if I wanted to for some reason I can't watch Warriors games when I'm
And then on top of that, there's like 16 streaming services that you need to watch all these different games.
For
oh
sure. Yeah.
need a
Like,
schedule, bro. Like, how do they expect casual fans to get in the NBA? Who the fuck is going to Peacock to watch live TV, bro? Or like, yeah, come on.
Honestly, if I'm being honest personally, maybe I'm a little biased, but I feel like Peacock and Prime, that's fine. But the fact that ESPN, you have to either get cable, which costs like $80.
Yeah,
And again, I don't watch like TV like that, so maybe that's why. But also they have their own streaming service. That's $30 a month for
yeah.
ESPN. That's fucking insane.
was
And
it
I know they
always?
have like five channels or whatever, but it's a crazy price for a streaming service.
I thought it was always like that. Like ESPN and ABC, you always have to. How else do people watch it? It's
No,
always
for sure. But I think yeah, I mean you're right in that case. Like you have to watch sports through cable. But it's just like the fact that they do have a streaming alternative, that's the YouTube beef thing. But the fact that it's $30 a month is nuts. Like you can't buy a lower plan at all for just sports. It's really
I used to
impossible to
give
get
you a
that.
League Pass. You should be able to watch all national TV games. I think it's annoying that you
Yeah.
the
It's
TNT we
useless in the
had.
playoffs.
Remember, TNT was good, but yeah, playoffs useless. And then I guess like the Peacock and Prime thing. I think the quality of video we're getting, like the presentation stuff, is great.
Oh, it's way better.
I just wish it
Yeah.
was all centralized. Like I miss being able to scroll on YouTube TV to like TNT or ABC or ESPN or NBA TV and watch games, bro. Like
Right.
it's just unnecessary to like download an app and like on TV especially. I have to download Prime and Peacock on like all these TVs. Like come on.
Let me see if I have any other good ones. 8 p.m. games. I mean, like for me, I'm on the West Coast, so it's okay.
Like it's weird. It's still weird. I
It
agree.
just makes no
Yeah.
sense.
I
Um,
went
the,
to what, bro? It's so
the
weird.
game starting 11 minutes late for no reason is it also just a random one.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith is just on the list.
He's gone. He's done from NBA Countdown. He's gone,
Uh,
right?
yeah, he's still a
Yeah.
pet peeve, but yeah, he is. Thank God. Thank God
I
he's gone.
fucking hate him so much. He interviewed Ted Cruz today, bro. He's getting it.
You guys see they did like Mike Malone's like one of the guys and they just like did a whole animated segment with him
Yeah.
and like just
Yes, yeah.
reenacting. Interesting. Oh yeah, he has hair
It
now.
was okay. It was okay. I feel like they saw that Prime and Winston
Definitely.
started cooking, and they're like, okay.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
going for it now.
Next stop, Kendrick Perkins needs to get out too, because nobody needs to listen to Kendrick Perkins talk
A
about
Big
basketball.
Perk called the Raptors, bro. He tweeted about it today. He was like, "Look
Yes.
at the
Yeah.
Raptors. The
He
second
also said the Mavs won the Luka trade, so
fuck yeah, he did. Of course, I'm sure.
Hanging on the rim text, like that should just not exist. Like that makes
yeah.
no
Yeah,
sense.
I guess I think it's fine because like it's kind of showboaty to do it for a long time.
I
Like
think for a lot
It's
of
never been long enough where it needs to be a tech, in my
no,
opinion.
but people know it's a tech. That's why they don't
That's
do it.
true. Yeah.
yeah, but I feel like mostly it's like a safety thing of like you don't want to land on someone, so you like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but like I yes, like I think the Jimmy especially he always hangs on it until everyone under him is gone. But like, come on, bro. Can you imagine if they took away that tech?
Even at the end, but even if
What
you were
would
hanging
Anthony
on too
Edwards do?
long, though,
Huh?
even if you're hanging on too long, I feel like the only time you should call a tech is like if it's going into a stoppage, like a timeout or like end of quarter or something like that. If you're going, you're just losing time on your end from going back and on defense. Like,
Yeah.
why does it need to be a tech? You're being
You see
punished
like on
that way
2K,
anyways.
you see 2K sometimes your players hang on the rim.
Yeah.
They just don't come back. It's like what the fuck? I
um,
I guess I see where you're coming from, but like it just feels like dickish. Like Russell Westbrook, for example, in that blowout against the Clippers last year in Game 7, like hung
it's
on
like
the
way
rim.
to kill the vibe.
It's I know it's a vibe, but like it's just like people. I feel like people would do that more and more if you um do it. Like
I like when they do it. I think it's cool. Like being able to dunk the basketball is such a niche thing to be able to do. Like if you can go do it, hang on the rim as long as you want. Like
imagine now. Okay, yeah, you have that same attitude. Now imagine it's the Cavs versus the fucking Bucks in Game 7 in Cleveland, and Giannis they're up 5 with 10
I'm
seconds.
worried about different
Giannis
things when that
fucking
happens.
hanging until the game. He's hanging on the fucking rim.
dude, if we're
Broken
down 30 in
TV.
game 7, the TV's off. I'm not watching.
It's
Exactly.
broken, bro. It's done. It's fully
Um
cracked.
the last real legitimate one I have is fouling up three. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's fine. I
Think
don't
it's
It's
know.
fine?
I think
annoying.
it's
No, of
overblown.
course, I would say that shit, bro. Of
Yeah,
course, it's a smart thing to do. Fuck off. Fuck. I hate
What are you supposed to do? Like,
no, it's smart.
what's the alternative?
It's obviously smart. The same way foul baiting is smart. Okay, it's still fucking annoying. Like I hate it. I hate it so
It
much.
just it robs us of like moments. Like imagine
For
if
sure. Yeah.
I don't even know off the top of my head, but like imagine if one of the greatest shots of all time to tie the game was just called out like they just fouled him before that. I don't really know what the solution is there. It's really difficult to think of something
I
like
think
that.
offenses should just be better in that case.
You
Like, if
know
you
what?
have a
Son? Your
timeout,
team has benefited from my team not knowing how to foul up three
you
twice
my
in one
team has
season.
fucked up fouling too in game one against the Nuggets, and we let Aaron Gordon come back and destroy. But anyways, what I'm saying is,
You're right, bro. We're fucking first we let remember in 2024 or the 23 our senior year of
oh
college.
yeah,
We first didn't foul up three and Chet hit the most crazy contested
yeah,
three.
yeah.
Then we tried fouling up three, but
And
we
then
fouled him on a
Chow Chet,
three-point
yeah.
shot.
That's what I'm saying. Offenses have to get better. They have to figure out how to find an open shot where if they're forced to foul up three, you have no option. Like you're just like,
The NBA tried to fix it with this whole before the ball is inbounded, if you foul, it's a free throw. So I think that's a good
yeah,
like,
that
way.
is true.
So you have to run a good enough play. I get your point. You should run a good enough play to get a wide
And
open.
like it, like I remember the game we were watching. I think it was the Magic game against the Heat or something. Like they just faced away from the basket. You can't do that, right? If you catch the ball and you're facing towards the basket, just get into your shooting motion as soon as possible. If you're worried about that, and then if you don't think they're gonna foul you, set up a shot. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's offenses could get better at avoiding those situations.
Yeah, I
Man,
agree.
fouling up three is cowardly, and you will pay if you do it. That's what I believe.
Yeah,
It'll
Okay.
come back around. Karma's real, man.
like I get it. I still think it's a bitch move, but yeah, I agree. Like yeah, it's the same thing as figure out a way to play defense or just be able to don't fall for my foul baiting. You know, like
Yeah.
defense
Yeah,
should get better. I don't. I think it's still annoying. Like it's smart. It's a loophole. That's exactly what it is. It's a loophole.
Oh,
And
the
like
scheduling is actually the last one I had.
yeah,
Like the fact that the Warriors have played five back-to-backs and the Rockets have played zero makes no sense.
facts. What they want they. I promise this is all on purpose. Okay, they want the Rockets to do well. I promise they want the Rockets to have a good start.
But even if they do, like the fact that then they release and they're picking favorites is a joke. I just don't get how one team can have five, one team has zero. Like you know,
why would they not want the Warriors to do well? Like
I feel
exactly.
like
Steph
bro,
Curry.
they've been trying to get like they're sick of the Warriors always. Like I think Adam
Oh
Silver
my
hates the Warriors.
That's
God, bro.
that's the
Oh
downside.
my
Ugh.
God.
Jeff is the biggest draw in the league.
Oh,
Like
come
they want
Yeah,
him to do well.
literally.
But that's
Well,
even
okay,
that's exactly my point though. Like how are they scheduling it like that if
Yeah,
their biggest star is getting fucked by the
you
scheduling?
seen our
for
fucking
sure.
IST bracket, bro? Have you seen it? It's fucking crazy. Okay, and
That's just based off record though.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
But
that's
why are the Nuggets in it too then? Why are the Lakers in
They
nothing?
were
Like,
the 5 seed.
wait,
Then
Nuggets were the 5 seed last? What?
no,
4 seed, sorry, 4 seed.
Okay, what? Who was the 3 seed last year?
The Lakers.
Houston was 2.
Houston was 2. Okay, but Houston's in our thing, and the Lakers are in the garbage one.
Yeah, again, it's like evens out. Like ours is super easy because we're the 1 seed.
No, I know that, but
They
why is the 2 seed in a hard one and the 3 seed in an easy one?
who else is in the 3 seed? The
Oh,
Lakers
Lakers
bracket.
have some garbage. I don't know. It's a Jazz, I think, are in theirs maybe. I actually don't know. You could check it, but the Lakers have a pretty easy one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's the list I had, man.
hey, that phenomenal. I agree with like most of the things you said.
Oh
Great.
yeah, what the hell? Why is this so easy?
Yeah,
Oh
what
no,
about
this is last year's. Never mind, last year's. I'm
God.
looking at last year's.
Oh, but is it based on IST performance from last year, or is it based
No.
then I don't know why the hell the Lakers IST group is so ass.
Okay,
Because
wait. Lakers IST group. They got
Grizzlies,
the Clippers
Mavericks.
who were good.
Oh, Pelicans, Grizzlies, Mavericks, Clippers. What the fuck is that,
Yeah.
Si?
That's insane.
That's
What is
really
that,
bad.
Si?
Holy shit.
Okay, bro. Yeah, let's stop all this. Lakers are favorites by the things. Okay, anyway. Yeah, those are great pet peeves. I agree with them. We should do more episodes like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for us at Change of Pace. Thanks so much for listening to the podcast. Follow us on all socials, Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at Change of Pace. And if you have any questions or feedback, send us emails at changeofpacepod@gmail.com. Until next time, thanks for watching.